Well, as a person who's been building systematic investment strategies for more than 20 years, like I've seen all sorts of techniques, let's say. In a lot of ways, like, you know, what is AI? Well, first of all, AI is a whole bunch of things, right? Ranging from large language models to highly quantitative technical models, right? So AI doesn't really mean anything. You have to get under the hood to understand what is the actual tool and what is the use case. And there's a lot of instances where, particularly in higher frequency, high volumes of data, where certain AI models make a lot of sense because they're engaged in that pattern recognition. There's enough sample size for it to make sense. There's other areas, as you said, like global macro, where there's been 7 cycles since 1950, where like AI on 7 data points is no good, whereas AI on a trillion pictures of cats is good, right? And so you pick, as a systematic investor, you have to pick the tool that fits the problem. And so that's the key thing to be looking at. And for us, I think in the hedge fund replication space, what is neat is that there has been a lot of innovation in the tooling relative to when even this idea started. So if you go back 20 years, Andrew Lowe, he was running rolling regressions over 3, 5, 10 years to try and understand what hedge funds were doing. Well, fast forward to today, the world is very different. We can now run million simulation Bayesian models on portfolio positioning, in the matter of a few minutes, right? A much faster, more efficient, more accurate way of being able to understand what these managers are doing, and in a way that allows us to sort of capture in a much more tactical sense how they're shifting their positioning. But the way you do that is not by just applying whatever model exists, just picking anything out of the air and applying it. It's looking at the problem, understanding the best strategies and techniques that are available, and consistently applying and evolving, bringing those great techniques to the fore. Ultimately, any use of this technology is an investment decision, and that's why it's very important that to recognize that it's not like just some technologist off the street can just say, well, I just create AI and it just does an investment strategy. Anything that is actually going to be robust and successful requires decades of deep experience having built this, understanding the limitations of the technology, and applying the right tools to the right problem to solve the investment problem at hand.